Hello everybody, welcome back. We are now in our final week of Ashtanga Yoga. This is our first day of this final week. Again, we're keep on elevating in our practice. Make sure to have your mat, good area to work in, your blocks if you have them, or a water bottle for assistance if needed. Again, have fun, be safe. Go into child's pose if you don't want to participate in the headstand. We're going to go ahead and start at the tops of our mats, focusing on our breathing to begin our practice. So I want you to begin with your toes and heels together, arms by your side, shoulders pulled down and back into mountain pose. As we're standing nice and tall, I want you to start closing your eyes and focusing on your stillness, standing nice and tall. When I'm standing like this, I think about grabbing the mats with all 10 toes, allowing my feet to firmly be placed onto the mats. And here we're going to start by focusing on that Ujjayi breath as you inhale through the nose, out the nose, creating that fog-like sensation like you're snorting as you exhale out. Again, breathing in and out. Nice and long. Again, breathing in and out. Breath in, out. Breath in and out. Good, one more breath here. Out. All right, open up those eyes. Inhale, bring those arms up. And as we exhale, we're gonna round the spine, coming into our first forward fold. Bend the knees if you need to assist if those the muscles on the back of your legs are super tight. We're gonna inhale, come into halfway lift, pulling the shoulder blades away from the ears and pulling them back, creating that L shape with our body. Inhale back down, we step it with our right and then our left, coming into our plank. Press through the heels, squeeze those glutes, hamstrings. Legs are locked out straight, that way our legs stay nice and straight. As you exhale, you're gonna gently lower all the way down, chaturanga. We're gonna push into cobra as we pull the shoulder blades down and back, pressing through the heels, elbows slightly bent as we gaze forward. Legs are resting on the mat, chest lifted high. We're going to take a breath in as we inhale to exhale, tucking the toes and shooting up into your downward dog. I take a few steps forward, that way I can get my hips nice and high. Settling in here as I keeping the legs straight, heels are slightly elevated, pressing your head through. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here, in through the nose and out the mouth. Nice deep inhale, exhale out. Once again, breathing in and out. Breath in and out. 2 more like that. Breathing in and out. And last breath, breathing in and out. Come up on those toes, look up at the hands, stepping 1 foot at a time, bending the knees to bring yourself to the tops of the mats. Returning back into forward fold. Dropping the head and neck. We inhale, halfway lift. And then as we exhale, we round. Arms by the side, inhale all the way up. And as we exhale, returning back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step it now with the left and then the right, coming into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Resettle in, adjust your feet, that way your hips are nice and high. Again, we're gonna repeat 5 more deep breaths here. Nice through the nose, out the mouth. Again, breathing in and out. Breath in and out. 2 more like that. Breath in and out. And 1 more. And exhale. Gaze up at your hands, come up on those toes. Walk it 1 foot at a time to your feet meet your hands at the tops of your mats. Back into forward fold. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Inhale all the way up. And as we exhale, rounding the spine, return into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step it or hop it. Bring yourself to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Keeping the hips nice and high, adjusting your footing as needed, making sure your feet are the width of your mat. One more time, 5 nice deep breaths in our downward dog. Inhale and exhale out. Once again, inhale, exhale out. Breath in, exhale out. Breath in, exhale out. One more, breath in and exhale. Step it or hop it. Make your way to the tops of your mats. We inhale, halfway lift. We exhale, round. Inhale all the way up. Good. And we exhale. Forward fold. Moving a little bit just faster. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it, hop it. Bring yourself to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it or hop it. Make your way to the tops of your mats. Back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it, hop it. Bring yourself to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it or hop it. Bring yourself to the tops of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, round. We're going to bend the knees, toes and heels together, arms back and up, chair. Now moving into our sun salutation B. As we're holding here, knees, quads are squeezing together, toes and heels. And as we're reaching up nice and high, deep breaths, tall posture, nice long spine. Bringing your hands to heart center and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it, hop it, bring yourself to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Right leg up nice and high on your inhale, and exhale, swing it through, dropping that back heel. Warrior one, come up with the right foot forward. Remember, squaring those hips. We're taking that left pelvis and squaring it, pushing it forward, reaching up, heel is down, heels are down, left toes are pointed like a quarter turn. And as we exhale, arms come down and step it back. Plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Left side, so inhale, left leg up, swing it through, dropping that right heel, quarter of a turn. Inhale to rise. Knee on top of ankle, taking that right pelvis, pushing it forward, that way I can square my hips. Breath in to exhale, drop the hands, send the leg back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, make your way to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round. And inhale to chair. Holding here for a few breaths. Nice deep breathing, bracing with the abs, nice long spine, reaching up tall as we're bringing our toes, heels knees together and squeezing with those quads. Bringing the hands to heart center. One more breath here. And as we exhale, we come back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it, hop it, bring yourself to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Back to that right side. So inhale, up and swing it through, dropping that back heel up for warrior one. Right foot forward, left foot back. Knee on top of ankle, taking that left pelvis, pressing it forward, nice and tall. Exhale, bring the arms down, send it back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Left side, inhale up, exhale through. Inhale to rise, left foot forward, warrior toe on, pressing that hip, left, right hip forward to square it. Exhale, bring your arms down, send it back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round. One more set. Inhale, back and up into chair. Hold here. We're taking a second to breathe, squeezing those knees, thighs together. Nice deep breaths, bringing that hands to heart center. Nice and tall, along with the spine. As you exhale, you straighten and fold into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it, hop it, bring yourself to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up, swing it through, dropping that back heel. Come up on that inhale, warrior one. Turning that left pelvis so your hips are squared. Breath in to exhale, drop it down, send it back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Left side, inhale, left leg high. Swing it through, dropping that back heel. Inhale to rise. Warrior one with the left foot forward. Shifting that right pelvis forward to square those hips. Exhale, send the arms down and back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, make your way to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, round. Bend the knees, back and up to chair. Hold it here. While done, we're moving on to our standing poses next. A few nice deep breaths here, squeezing the knee, ankle, thighs together, bringing those hands down into that prayer position. We're going to start with a forward fold, hooking our two fingers to our big toes. So exhale, round. Bring those feet a little bit apart so we're hip apart. Taking our two fingers, hooking onto our big toe, dropping the head and neck. Goal here is we are pulling with the arms as we're straightening out the legs. Nice deep breath as we're here. Goal is to allow the mind to calm the body, allowing that deep stretch through the back of the legs. Good, and slowly release there. We're going to step on our hands. So remember, backs of your hands is resting on the mat, palms are up, fingertips pointed inward. As you step, again, starting with bent knees, and then slowly, goal is to straighten them out as best as you can, letting the head and neck hang heavy. Nice deep breaths here, allowing for that deep stretch to occur in the back of the legs. Got a few more breaths here. Wonderful. Go ahead and release. Place your hands on the waist. Inhale to rise, nice and gently. All right, we're going to take that right leg. We're going to bring it a few steps back, rotate the feet so we're facing the backs of our mats. Arms are going to go out to the side, triangle with the right foot forward. Take a breath, push the hips back, arms come down. So remember, you're using that block if you need that support. If you don't, placing the hand on the inner part of your ankle, just brushing the fingertips onto the mat. We're not placing the palm down. And as you continue to get confidence and you're feeling good, you're rotating and looking up towards the left arm. Looking up at the hand as it's reaching up nice and high. Gripping down with your toes. Keeping those legs nice and locked out straight. Inhale to rise. And we'll rotate it to the front, pivoting. So now left foot forward, right foot quarter turn. Left foot's in front, right arm's behind. Breath in, push the hips, drop it down. Left arm is placing on the inner part of the left foot. Right arm is reaching high. And slowly I'm twisting and looking up towards my hand. Nice deep breaths here. Working through the legs, still reaching up high, actively working through the arms. Breathe. Wonderful. And on your next inhale, bring it up and rotate back. We're adding the revolving twist, meaning that we're twisting with the opposite with the upper body. Right arm does not come down, left arm comes down and across, right arm reaches high. Breath in and exhale. So feet are in the same place as how we started, coming on down, shifting weight, using the block like I am if you need to. If you're able to bring your hand all the way down, you're placing it on the outer part of the foot. Legs are staying nice and straight as you're twisting, trying to look up at your right hand. Nice deep breaths here as we're twisting and breathing, feeling deep sensations from the backs of the legs and even hips as I'm actively reaching with my right hand. On my next inhale, slowly come up and we'll pivot to the front. Placing the left block, same location. Right arm, take a breath and exhale. Bringing that right arm down, twisting and looking up with the left. So I'm actively reaching up towards the sky, gripping down with my toes as I'm twisting and looking up at my hand. Keeping the legs activated by squeezing the quads, twisting and breathing. A few more breaths here. And on your next inhale, slowly rise, bringing your feet and arms together at the tops of the mats. Extended side angle. We're going to take that right leg and step it back further than we did for our triangle, because this is more like a lunge. Left leg is perpendicular. Right foot is going to rotate forward, facing the back of the mat. Arms are out in that T. We take a breath. And as we exhale, we lunge it down. So that knee bends while the back leg stays straight, and you can walk it back out if you need to create more distance. Placing that right arm on the thigh if you want, as we're reaching across. Placing it on next to the hand to foot. So right hand next to right foot as I'm reaching with my left. Squeezing that left quad, locking out that left knee. Keeping my hips from being up, I'm bending that knee and pushing my hips down. As I'm actively reaching with that left arm, taking nice deep breaths here. Good, a few more. And on your next inhale, slowly come up. We're just gonna pivot that right foot perpendicular and that left foot forward. The distance stays the same. Arms out, take a breath, and as you exhale, come on down. So left foot bend, right leg stay straight. As you reach across, or placing that left hand right next to the left foot as we're reaching. Nice deep breaths here. Trying to stay active with the arm reaching. So you don't want to be like this, right? Or like reaching down or awkwardly high. You want to actively be reaching. So I'm pretending that something's in front of me that I'm trying to reach as I'm also pushing down onto the mat, squeezing that right quad. That way locks out the knee, keeps it locked and straight. So I'm working through my entire body here as I'm breathing. Nice deep breaths. And on your next inhale, we're coming on up. Rotating back, keeping our foot in the same distance. We're adding that revolving twist. So either you're coming down, prayer position with your hands, left elbow to right knee as we're twisting and looking over the shoulder, or you're taking that left arm, placing it down outside of that right foot and twisting and looking high. So whichever one you choose, you want to match it to the other side. I'll show you both. I've done both this entire time, but good to kind of refresh. So we're here and reaching high, or you're taking that elbow and then you're twisting and looking over the shoulder. Again, the goal here is to keep those hips down and low as best as you can as we're holding here. Nice deep breaths, focusing on keeping your mind centered with your breath. Inhale to rise. Rotate the foot perpendicular and that left foot forward. Now adding the twist with the upper body. Take a breath and exhale. So either placing that right hand on the outer part of that left foot as you're reaching up nice and high. Goal again is keeping those hips from sticking up too high. We're trying to keep them low. See, that's why that left knee is bent. We're reaching up with the left arm, or if you're in that prayer position, taking that right elbow, placing it on top of the knee as we're twisting and looking over that left shoulder. And as we're here, breathing and twisting, focusing on your breath and your pose, squeezing that right quad, locking out that left knee. One more breath here. Inhale to rise. Bring your feet and hands together at the tops of your mats. All right, moving on to our wide straddle. That's where we're taking a few distance apart, right foot back. Same as like our triangle. We're gonna start by placing our hands at our hips. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're gonna slowly come on down, flat back to start, and then gently round. Goal is to use your arms to help pull the upper body down. You can also try using a block as like your target, as something the goal is the crown of our head meeting the mat. And since I'm not able to do it, but I want to start knowing that feeling, I'm taking the block, placing it at a distance. That way I can feel the stretch through the back of my legs as I'm here and breathing. Want to evenly distribute your weight from balls to heels. Squeezing those quads, locking out the knees. On our next inhale, we flap the back and inhale to rise. All right, second one, placing our hands behind our low back, keeping the elbows tucked behind us the entire time. Taking a breath in, and as you exhale, slowly, gently bring yourself down. Again, seeing if you're using that block, placing it at that distance like I am, that way I can feel like I can get a sensation of how it would feel if the crown of my head was resting on the mat. Elbows are tucked behind me as I keep a light pressure on that low back. Squeezing of the quads, locking out the knees as I continue to breathe. Good. For a few more breaths. Good. On your next inhale, slowly come on up and release. All right, placing our hands, interlacing them. We're going to do that one with our shoulder where we're adding that shoulder stretch. Taking a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly bringing yourself down. Again, finding that place first. And then when ready, going to add that stretch by placing the arms away from the body. So the more you pull or allow the arms to go away from the body, the deeper the stretch on the shoulders. So find what works for you. Good, deep stretch, nothing painful, nothing sharp pain, just a nice, there should feel some tension, definitely some pressure, but all good. A couple more breaths. Keeping those knees locked out straight, squeeze those quads, gripping with your toes. All right, gently, wherever you are, placing your hands back on your body and back. And as we inhale, we slowly come on up. All right, last one is placing our hands at our waist and then hooking onto our big toes. Taking a breath in and exhale, gently bring yourself down, grabbing hold of your big toe with your 2 fingers and pulling yourself down. So with this one, I'm gonna change my distance of my block because then I can use my arms to help pull me down a little bit more. I feel that even deeper stretch. Crown of the head is what we're imagining, resting onto the mat. We're locking out the knees by squeezing and activating those quads. Nice deep breath. Wonderful. Slowly release there, flat back, up to rise, stepping your hands and feet together at the tops of our mats. Next one is pyramid. Doing the same as before, taking that right foot, stepping it back, rotating the heels to where we're facing the backs of the mat. Same distance as we are in triangle. So if you're still modifying, you're inhaling, and then you're coming down with both hands, blocks on either side if you like. Either knuckling with your 2 knuckles with your hands in a fist, or if you can have it in a prayer position, the goal is to bring the palms together. So wherever you can do, take a breath, and as we exhale, slowly round and come on down. You're going to bend that right knee to start so you can place that forehead to knee. And as we're here, the goal is to keep those hips squared, forehead to knee as best as you can while maintaining your balance. Nice deep breaths. Wonderful. And then on your next inhale, straighten and up gently. Pivoting the feet so we're facing now the fronts of our mats. Feet, our hands in the same position as the last set. Take a breath. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Making forehead to knee as best as you can. Keeping those eyes open, gripping down with your toes. Nice deep breath. And then on your next inhale, slowly rise and bring your feet and hands together at the tops of your mats. All right, moving on to our extended hand to toe, starting with our left foot being the balancing foot, leg. So inhale, we bring the right foot nice and high, bringing that knee up high so we can grab hold 2 fingers to our big toe. Arm extended out with the left, take a breath. And as you exhale, you're slowly kicking that right leg out. Squeezing the quads, trying to lock out the knees, gazing forward, focusing on something that isn't moving. I'm thinking about squeezing those thigh muscles to lock the knees out straight as I'm here. I focus on my breath and staring at something to keep my balance. Wonderful. Wherever you are, make your way back to the front with that knee, and we're going to extend out and hold, flex that quad here for 5. Point the toes, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring it down. Other side. Locking out that right leg, lifting up the left knee, grabbing hold with our 2 fingers, extending that right leg out, and then when ready, slowly kick that leg out to the side, holding it there, and breathe. Again, staring at something that isn't moving, squeezing those quads, locking out the knees. As you kind of put pressure as you kick into your hand or fingers. Few more breaths. Wonderful. Slowly bring that left foot back in, point the toes and extend out the leg. Hold it here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it down. All right, we're moving on to tree pose. So again, finding that left leg to be our standing foot first, taking the right, placing it where you'd like. Ankle, calf, inner thigh, if you want to be here, or if you're ready to bring it to the top of the left thigh, right knee, or right foot on top as we're here. And then if you're ready to bring it down, you're slowly lowering the upper body, grab hold of blocks if you'd like, or placing your hand down on the mat. Nice deep breaths here. As we're breathing, focusing on stillness and working on that balance. And if you did come down, slowly bring yourself back up. Hold it here for 1 more breath. And then we'll gently release the foot. Other side, planting that right foot down and bringing the left foot up. Placing it in the same location as you did with the other side. Focusing here, and then if you're ready, you're slowly bending the upper body down. Wonderful. And if you are down, slowly bring yourself up first. Trouble on that side. Take a breath and then slowly release. All right. Bring yourself back to the tops of our mats. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms come up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it or hop it. Bring yourself to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it. Bring yourself to the top forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round. Bend the knees a lot. And inhale to rise chair. Squeeze those knees, reaching up high with the arms. Nice flat back. Breathe. Placing your hands at heart center. Deep breaths. As we exhale, we round. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step and hop it, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high, swing it through, dropping back heel. Inhale, warrior one, right foot forward. Nice tall posture, pushing that left pelvis so you can reach up and gaze forward. Good, swing it, straighten. We're gonna rotate to the back. Front foot bends, back leg straight. Warrior one, left side. Breathe. One more breath. Straighten, then exhale. Come down to warrior two. So now we're gonna bring our feet further apart in front. That back foot, brought it a little bit more forward so I can bring the hips down. Heels creating that straight line, perpendicular with the back leg. As we're here and breathe.
This is a reminder. Susie needs her trifexis.
Alexa, stop. Perpendicular with the back leg, straight with the arms as we are here. Warrior two. We straighten, rotate that left foot forward, right foot in front. Come down, warrior two. Right side, back to the front of the mat. Reaching out with the arms. As we exhale, we drop it down, we send it back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Gazing up, step and hop forward. Now we're gonna have a seat for our seated sequence. Starting with our seated forward fold. So legs out straight, feet are flexed. Inhale, bring the arms up. And as we exhale, reaching for the toes as we drop the head and neck. Remember, you can use your arms to reach down to your shin, your ankles. If this puts a lot of pressure on the back or knees or joints, you can always place blocks as well as towels underneath those legs. Whatever you need to do. But as we're here, nice deep breaths. Allow your body to deepen into that stretch. Wonderful. And we're going to inhale, slowly come on up, cross the legs, send the back so we can come into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, make your way to the top, have a seat. We're going into our reverse plank or reverse table. So you're here and bridging up. If you can, legs are straight and we're pushing the hips up nice and high. So fingertips pointed forward, straight with the arms as we lift the hips. From here, I'm lifting and breathing, dropping my head and neck, letting it hang heavy. Here for 3, for 2, and 1. Gently come on down, cross those legs, send it back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the top and have a seat. Left foot forward, right foot on top, kind of like a figure 4. This is where we're gonna try to bind with that right hand to right foot if you can. If you can't, then you're just grabbing hold of your shirt. Left arm comes up and exhale forward. So again, you're reaching for your toes. And if you can't, you're grabbing hold of your shirt. Forehead down as you're thinking about forehead to knee. And breathe. Wonderful. Keep it here. A couple more breaths. Forehead down to knee. 2 more breaths. And last one. Inhale, slowly release and unwind. Sending it back for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the front. Other side. Right foot forward, left leg crosses like a figure 4. Take a breath, right arm comes up and exhale. Reaching with the left arm, either grabbing hold of that left foot, or if you can't, grabbing hold of your shirt as we're thinking forehead to knee. Nice deep breaths. Using the arm to help pull the upper body down. And taking those deep breaths. Wonderful. And on your next inhale, slowly unwind, release the foot, cross it so you can send it back into plank. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the top and have a seat. Returning with our left foot forward, right knee back, kind of like a hurdle stretch. Take a breath, inhale. And as we exhale, reach forward, dropping that forehead down. Again, if you can't reach those toes, you can grab a hold of your shin, pulling down, ankles. You can interlace your hands, go for it. We're thinking forehead to knee as we're here and breathe. Just deep breaths, long exhaled out. 2 more breaths here. And last one. And on your next inhale, slowly release. Come on up, cross the legs. We'll send them back for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the top. Have a seat, switch sides. Right knee. Right leg straight, left knee bends. We're bending it back. Breath in on the inhale to exhale. Come on down. Forehead to knee. We're here and breathing. Nice deep breaths. Letting the mind calm the body. Two more. And last one. Inhale to release. Cross those legs, send it back. Plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Bring yourself to the top and have a seat. All right, weave back to that left foot forward, right leg in front. So instead of down, knee stays high. We're gonna take that right arm, bind it around as we bend forward, wrapping with the left and locking those fingers together. Keeping that left leg straight. Breath in to exhale, lower. So we're focusing on forehead to knee as we hold that bind. Nice deep breaths. Focusing on your intentional breath and your pose. Good. Next breath, slowly release. Cross the legs, send them back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up or to cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it or hop it, bring yourself to the front. Have a seat. Back to right foot forward now. Left knee bend. Right arm reaching back, left arm as well. Interlace the hands if possible. If you can't reach, then you're grabbing hold of your shirt. Breath in to exhale. We're thinking forehead to knee as we're here. Nice deep breaths. Intentional with each inhale and exhale. And last one. Slowly unwind. Cross those legs, send it back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step it or hop it, bring yourself to the front, have a seat. Back to our left foot forward, right foot bend, this time twisting in the opposite direction. And if you can bind, go for it. Taking that right arm, placing behind as you wrap with the left. And the goal is to see if you can get those fingertips to wrap together. If not, you either can hold here or even reach back and grab hold of your shirt. As I'm here, I'm twisting, looking over my shoulder as I breathe. Nice deep breaths. Focusing on my twisting. And one more breath here. And slowly release. We'll send the legs back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it or hop it. Bring yourself to the front. Have a seat. Switch sides. Right knee bends, right leg straightens, left knee bends. Taking that right arm, placing it behind. Left arm behind you. Sorry, I meant right around the knee. And if you are able to bind, you're grabbing your arms together. If not, you can grab a hold of your shirt as you're twisting here. Nice deep breaths. Twisting, looking over that left shoulder. As we're here and twisting. Wonderful, and release. We'll cross the legs and the arms or legs back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the front and have a seat. Coming into boat pose. We've got 3 sets, 5 count. So either remember you're here or here. Ready, holding it out and hold it. Bring it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and drop. Good. All right, second set. Ready? And lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. We've got one more set. All right, bring it back up. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. All right, we're gonna flow back into it. So cross those legs, send it back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the front and have a seat. Moving into our final sequence. We're gonna come into bridge. Remember, for bridge, we can cartwheel it. We can regular bridge or interlace and tuck those shoulders. Whatever you want. We're gonna bring it up and hold it there for 8, for count of 8. So ready and up. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring yourself down. Knees into chest, rock side to side. All right, rocking forward and back so we can come up into a seated. One more set with our forward fold, seated forward fold. So inhale, arms come up. And as we exhale, reaching forward, dropping the head and neck. And everything will go. Good, and slowly come on up. We're gonna flow back into it. Cross those legs, send it back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the front. We're gonna roll onto our backs. Remember, grabbing hold of that low back with the elbows, bringing the legs straight to start. And then as you exhale, slowly bring those legs back. Nice deep breaths. Gently bringing them back as you're breathing here. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out the mouth. This one's always a little bit hard to start with, but as you continue to kind of fold your body over and breathe, eventually it gets a little easier. Slowly bring yourself on back up, dropping the hips down, knees into chest. Very good. All right, we're gonna extend those legs out. We're coming into our fish. So remember, we're fish. We're sitting on our hands, palms are down. So I'm kind of rocking back and forth so I can get a good spot. Elbows down, toes and feet together. It's like we're zipping them all up. And then as you inhale, use the elbows to push and bring the hips high, tucking the head back so we're gazing behind us. The crown of our head is rested on the mat as you're here and breathing. Our fingertips are spread apart, pressing down with the hands. Nice deep breaths. Few more breaths here. Wonderful. And gently release, bringing the knees into chest and a little rock side to side. We're going to rock forward and back so we can have a seat. Bring your hands forward, sending it back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. All right, either you are coming into child's pose or you are practicing your headstand. Remember, being safe with this, like I did last time, you can always tuck your chin in and roll out of it. So we're thinking crown of that head, hands are by the side, creating that tripod, using the arms as well as the abs to come on up. And then wherever you are, slowly make your way into child's pose. Resting, dropping the forehead down, letting the arms relax. One more breath here. All right, just pushing the arms so you can come up into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the front and have a seat. All right, crossing those legs, placing one on top if you would like. We're gonna bind, wrapping up, trying to get a hold of our opposite elbow to hand. And once we're there, taking a breath, and as you exhale, chin into chest, round the spine. Nice deep breaths here. Letting the upper body just hang heavy. Let gravity take over. On your next inhale, slowly bring the upper body back up. Release the hands, placing them on top of the knees. Palms are up, arms are straight. Coming into our final breathing meditation before we coming into Savasana. So holding here, nice deep breath in, out the nose or mouth. Again, breath in. And out. Breath in. And out. Two more like that. Breathing in. And out. Last one. And exhale. All right, we'll send the legs back into plank, last flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself to the top and have a seat. All right, come on down into Savasana as we settle in. Laying on your back, arms are by the side, letting the head just melt onto the mat. Relaxing the jaw, letting the tongue touch the tip of your mouth, letting the fingertips just curl on in, as well as the feet just rolling out to the side. Nice deep breaths, refocusing your meditative practice on that breath, being intentional with each inhalation Pause before you exhale out. Really focusing on each breath as it comes in and exits as you lay here in stillness. As we slowly start to awaken, start by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Roll to one side, creating a pillow with the arm underneath. And then gently push yourself up into a seated position. Awesome job, everybody. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on day 2 of this week.